Hello everyone, my name is Du and I'm in the tutorial 1 group 1 of the project in subject bank management of Mrs. Đào Thị Thanh Bình, and now we are presenting along with Nguyễn Anh Tú, Nguyễn Tấn Minh about the analysis of Bank of Investment and Development of Vietnam. And here is our report outlines. First is overview of BIDV, second is financial performance, third is interest rate risks and liquidity risk, fourth is interest risk management, and the last is lending and liquidity management. Here is the overview of BIDV. BIDVs. It has 4 stages. First is the career startup with the name Vietnam Construction Bank. Second is Bank for Investment and Construction of Vietnam. Third is the Bank for Investment Development of Vietnam, and the fourth stage is the Joint Stock Commercial Bank for Investment and Development of Vietnam.
And now we start with overview of BIDV. We have main service. BIDV have 7 main service. First is allocate credit. Second is opening payment account, borrowing capital from domestic and foreign credit institution and financial institution, borrowing capital from the state bank, supply of payment facilities, open account, and final organize and present in the payment system. And now next is BIDV structure. We have two model, and first is BIDV have subsidiary block and banking block. Subsidiary, and we have 3 about banking block, joint venture block, capital contribution block, and the second is BIDV money. BIDV organizational structure is quite high, and its own illustrates with this model.
And come to the financial performance part. We have the consolidated income statement, profitability ratio, return on assets, and return on equity. Here we show the total assets past 3 years of BIDVs is a stable increase of the total assets. And now coming to the consolidated income statement, we already show the income statement, consolidated income statement in the report by the Word file, and now this is all the consolidated income statement that we show on it. And now come to the interest rate risk and liquidity risk is represented by the dollar gap ratio, and by the interest rate risk and the liquidity risk. As you can see, that's the cash and precious metal and total assets show here is the percentage of the cash and precious metal divided total assets is increase for each year from 2017 to 2019. It's not a good signal because the more they hold the cash and precious metal over the total assets, the more liquidity risk and interest risk they gain it. And for the interest risk management, the CAR is equal to owner equities divide the risk assets, and here's the Taiwan capital of BIDV past 4 years. And for the lending management part, the lending activities of BIDV also have shown in 3 years. That's and here is the bad debt of BIDVs. We can see that the bad debt is increased from 1917 to 2017 to 2019 is almost 200,000 million tons distant. And for the liquidity management, we have the liquidity positions is equal to the supply of liquid funds minus the demands for liquidities. The first ratio of mobilization ratio is the H1 capital is equal to equity capital divide the total mobilized capital times 100%. The following ratios is the equity ratio between equity and total assets. Is the H2 ratio and is equal to equity divide the total assets times 100%, and the last ratio is cash ratio. Is the H3 ratio is equal to the cash plus cash in the financial institutions, all divide the total assets times 100%. And here is the H1, H2 and H3 of BIDV that we already saw in the last part of the report, the 5.2 part, the liquidity management. And here's the loan to deposits ratio. The loan to deposits ratio is stably around 100% from 2015 to 20 to the last 6 months of 2020. And that's all of our presentations. Thanks for listening.